fools with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, 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 I'ma act a fool with this. Okay, yeah, yeah. When I hit that.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building. And just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to... Watches that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then...
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Cook. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
I got to give it up for him right there. Stared down the barrel of the blitz. Acted as his own blitz control. Knew he would take the hit and dumped it off, and they pick up a first down.
That's what the safety valve's there for, right?
That's exactly what he's there for, although most quarterbacks will tell you, I wouldn't mind actually having him in to protect so I don't get hit as often, but sometimes you just have to step up and make a play.
Cousins on first down. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Preston Smith there on the stop.
Brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Working out of the gun, Cousins, and unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Cousins. That'll be complete to Cook. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 14. 16 yards, a first down.
First First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
No score after one on EA Sports.
With no score.
Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Cousins now to throw on first down. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a second and long. Here's Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before it spilled into the second, and finally, points were registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football.
Dan Bailey to kick off.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a first and 10 at their own 23. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 33-yard line.
Second and 11 now. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And Lewis has it, the tight end.
Rodgers.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Second and 12 at the Packers' 44-yard line.
Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Throwing is Cousins. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And he's able to get it back to the 31-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. pass. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. Slant to Adams. Past the 20. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one good for 37 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Jones. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
To Aaron Jones.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
A 4-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 4-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
That ties the game at 7. Mason Crosby to kick off.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Down 10. At their own 24-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda, well, then it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go play action here on first down. Completes it to the fullback, Ham. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Cousins now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a first down.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
A first down throw for Cousins. And his pass incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Cousins again. Open man here is Conklin. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, Cousins. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw, Cousins. That's to Cook out of the backfield. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
At the 27-yard line.
Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Za'Darius Smith came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. Kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their background. They were all county, all state, and other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Set and ready to go for the 2nd half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And this carries into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. 2nd and 7 from the 20. They'll They'll go again to Jones. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Aaron Jones.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's complete to Adams. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a 1st.
First down.
On 1st down, Rodgers. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones.
Rodgers pass.
6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
It's a pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with him.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So a stop here defensively to start this 3rd quarter. Just what's needed in a tie ball game.
Yeah, good chance to build back some momentum on the defensive side of the ball. In fact, what they've done is give their offense a nice push in the back as they get ready to take the field.
43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
Their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
At the 24-yard line.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. It was Darnell Savage that time who was able to knock it away.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Now Cousins. Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Here's Britton Colquitt now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
2nd and 6.
From the 31, Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
A gain of 7.
Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
It's
An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now on first down. A throw caught by Kumaro. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 32-yard line.
Rodgers again now. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Complete to
a little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Aaron Jones, the ball carrier.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8.
2nd and 6.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. That has to feel like a very unsatisfying drive, right? You move the ball all that way, and then you can't convert on 3rd down.
But it was satisfying up until that point. Almost like a great movie, and then the film cuts out before the big ending.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
A 27-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They start the drive with Cook. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Vanderbilt's own Oren Burks had the tackle defensively.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And it is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. He's back to throw. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Mike Zimmer's made his decision, and that decision is to try and go for this thing on 4th down. Here's Cousins. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a run with Cook, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Cousins. And on the left side, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. He's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Cousins to throw. Crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
1st down, Green Bay. Tonight's final score, Packers 10.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you?
I
You
certainly
loved
did.
the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.